My mom left you a little silver heart today. It's just a little bigger than the origami one that hangs around my neck. I think you would have liked it. Kept it on your dashboard with all the other trinkets that found their way to you. I wish I could have been there to give it to you, telling you to close your eyes as I dropped it in your hands, laughing as you tried to give it back to me, saying that you didn't deserve it. I would have told you then we'd always be friends. Late night milkshake runners, snowboarding lunatics, even if we're 1,000 miles apart or 80 years old. Seems ironic now. I'm so thick it clogs my throat, making my eyes water and my jaw clench. I have to stare at the floor, swallowing as hard as I can to get that tar down my throat. Not let it bubble to the surface until I can't take it anymore. I don't know what to do, Eli. How to mourn without you holding me up. Letting me cry in the cab of your truck, shaking with grief, until the night air calmed me down and you drove me back home. Every time I speak to you, I tell myself it's the last time I'm going to say goodbye. But every night I find myself back on the floor of my dorm room, lighting a candle and talking to the damn ceiling. Stupid. I know. And I feel guilty for using you as a soundboard for my sadness, knowing it's nothing compared to others. But I can't seem to stop myself. I go through my days just waiting for these moments. The chance to make believe that you can hear me again. The things I never told you before are making me smile now. There's no other way to describe it besides heaviness. And even that isn't accurate. It's this constant tightness in my chest, a kettlebell in my stomach, just staring at a blank spot on the table because everything else makes me think of you. God, Eli. It hurts so much. And I'm not sure it's a hurt I'll ever be able to heal. I think this heaviness might just be permanent. Something that I become accustomed to over time. I hate that that's the reality, Eli. I hate that this is something I might never find closure on. But will rather become incorporated into me. The sadness of your death rather than the beauty of your life. Because one has become inextricably intertwined with the other. How do I remember the person you were without thinking about the person you never got to become? Your future was so beautiful, Eli. I wish you had gotten to move to Colorado. Gotten to build the greenhouse that you always sketched on the back of stain menus from the restaurant. Climbed all the 14ers in the Rockies. Grown old with Maria in the way that made you blush every time you talked about her. You had so much in this life. And you were so genuinely happy to just enjoy the present. Using one of the endless sunny days as an excuse to go outside, bask in the world around you, chasing after joy rather than waiting for it to find you. It was always so incredible the way you could truly let everything go. Make the most out of the place that I was so ready to escape from. I have this awful feeling that home will lose the bright hues that it used to have. That the smell of fresh snow won't have me reaching for the phone to make plans for early morning breakfast sandwiches and coffee to go as we drive up to make the first tracks. That the drive back down will no longer be filled with beautiful exhaustion and exhilaration, but rather a heart-wrenching nostalgia for the times that you were in the car there with me. Both of us watching the falling sun wash the valley in a pink glow. You only have that kind of friendship once in a lifetime, Eli. That truly platonic and incredible love once in a lifetime. And I think you were mine. I am terrified to go back to a home without you. To have to experience the places you love without you. Because it means I'll have to actually say goodbye. When Allison died, you told me that eventually I had to exchange mourning for celebration and grief for nostalgia. And I'm trying, Eli, I really am. But I can't understand why the brightest, most beautiful people are the ones who have to go. Why it had to be you instead of that fucker who fell asleep at the wheel, instead of the old woman in the other car. Why did your car have to flip as it sped down I-40? Why did you make the stupid fucking decision to not wear a seatbelt? I fucking miss you, Eli. But I'm so irrationally angry too. These emotions, they don't make sense. And the only thing that I think of is that I'd do anything to change the outcome. Bargaining and wishing that someone else had slid into that ditch instead of you. Feeling like the most miserable person on this planet for those thoughts. I don't know how to breathe without you, Eli. If I'll be able to grow up knowing that you're eternally 21. That I'll never be able to come home and laugh about high school memories with you. That I'm having to do this now, instead of when I'm old and wrinkled. I hope someone told you they loved you. Because that's all I want to tell my friends these days. I want them to know just how much I care about them. Because I'm not sure you knew how much we all cared about you. How much I did. I never told you what a large space you held in my heart. How inspiring your love of the world was. That I would have walked the 1,725 miles back home to say goodbye if I had known what was going to happen. I loved you then. I love you now. I'll love you in every life after this one. I promise, Eli, I'm going to try to find beauty in a world that currently seems so wretched. I promise I'm going to appreciate every single day, whether good or bad, because it's a day underneath the sun. Another day to get back to the outdoors, the love and respect that's given to us. I promise I'm going to live in the moment more, using one of the endless sunny days as an excuse to go outside, look up at the sky and really feel the wind on my skin. Truly seeing the colors of the aspen leaves and tasting the cold air of the mountains. I promise that you will never leave my heart. That I'll try to transform this heaviness that's currently wreaking havoc on my body into something that makes me half as strong as you were. I promise to let my friends know just how much I cherish them. Because at the end of the day, all we have is other people. The ones who love us just as much or more than we love ourselves. At the end of the day, it's you and me, Eli. It's you and me.